Meanwhile, The Good Night, I'm still really, really happy with. They got it past 10,000. COMICSGATE got it to $10,325, which I definitely take as a pure sign of affection, and I do appreciate that very, very much. I don't know why it's just important to me that Crystal succeeds.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been my moderator for months. I just found out, I don't know, about a month ago that he was a she. So, because she always goes under It's McGee, and yeah, just I was stunned.
Yeah, Crystal McGee is a woman of color. She's woke. She's woke. You know, so that is something else. It's nice to have. This is the thing about COMICSGATE. I mean, people talk about how COMICSGATE wants to keep women or people of color out of comics, and it just couldn't be more wrong. We have a problem with SJWs because I think SJWs exclude people who voted for Trump, among other people. But specifically that, I didn't notice the insanity of the comic book industry until after the 2016 election. I realized that things were really wrong. And I didn't realize how wrong they were going to get until the next year. And then I saw the harassment and craziness of SJWs. So this accusation that COMICSGATE is specifically designed, our purpose is to complain about diversity, is wrong. Our purpose is to complain about what is going wrong with the comic book industry, and to lay it at the feet of several factors, but one of those factors is SJWs, who want to use the comic book industry to promote social justice and their weird ideas about intersectionality. And intersectionality is basically grouping people, saying, oh, you're black, you belong in this box. You're black and a woman, you belong in this box. You're gay, you belong in this. And then setting up this hierarchy of victimization and expecting people to sort of respond to this idea that everybody who shares a certain surface trait is the same as somebody else who shares the same surface trait. This is evil. This is evil.
Yeah, let's put a fine point on it. It is not about. It's not that we don't want those people to have voices and do what they want. They're crapping on all of our stuff, us as the comic book community at large, our stuff, right? The stuff that people have spent 75 years building identities for and building mythoses for. That's the stuff they're crapping on. Yeah. If they want to just go create, gay blob man or transsexual viper woman, whatever, go create your own stuff. Go, even if you want to create it and bring it into a universe, whatever. Don't start changing all of our toys, because they're not your toys. They're not yours. They're not yours to spread your personal message,
Well, and again, that is what it is. I mean, if people were creating diverse characters who had interesting stories, you know what I mean? Like if you created Spider-Man originally, but Spider-Man was black, or Spider-Man was a woman, or Spider-Man was Latino or something like that, or gay, but it was still the story of Spider-Man, just with this added sort of thing, that would be one thing. People wouldn't even notice it. It would just be normal. But there's this very deliberate push to actually not only just not create something, but hijack something that somebody else created and change it, but then draw attention to it, as if that's the only reason anybody should be reading a book like America Chavez, is because the main character is Latino and a lesbian. And so that's all there is to it. I mean, after they decided that America Chavez was Latina and a lesbian, that's all they felt that they needed to do. The character has no personality beyond that, and nobody cares. Everything else that seems to be about this character doesn't seem genuine. It seems fake. It seems put on. That is SJW influence in comics, and people are not opposed to diversity. We are not, and we promote diversity in the fact that we, promote diverse creators with diverse characters and ideas. But we are not SJWs. We think that story needs to come first. Ideology needs to come not at all. I mean, not at all. And
here's the difference, Ethan, is diversity is not a virtue. It is a normal outpouring of people united by values.
That's
so if you unite by values, my church in Glendale that I used to go to in LA, it was naturally diverse, not because the pastor said, like, we have to get a big African American congregation. It's because we were united by values. There, half the church, but the church I went to for 10 years there was half black, natural. Wasn't a big deal. No one got a medal. Normal.
Nobody talks about it.
Yeah. So
not-
these comics who are written by all honky, rich, white New York writers are trying to fake diversity. And that is when you start getting the big, this is X or Y fill in the blank superhero.
Yeah.
And that's a wrong way to go about it, because Mexican kids loved white Spider-Man, and white kids loved Poncherino from Chips. It's like, you don't have to sit here and program them.
Poncherello, man. Poncherello.
Poncherello, I'm just saying, Ponch.
People like Steve Rogers. People like Peter Parker. They're already involved in these characters.
Yeah.
They're not even looking at skin color or anything like that.
The Rock is brown. He's one of the top selling box office draws in the world.
Yeah.
They do not care about skin color.
No.
Will Smith, all these guys, we love them. It's not about, we're not sitting here filtering everything through your skin color. It's like, we want the good entertainment. Comics got it backwards, or not comics, but like these HR departments and all these big media companies get it backwards, where we have to pump quick. We need to come up with a hero who's in a wheelchair. Now jam it in. That's bad entertainment, bad storytelling. No different than if I'm a Christian comic creator and I'm like, quick guys, Christian superhero right now, develop him. Christian. It's going to be Christian. Be terrible.
Yeah, nobody wants to read that.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.